So in the 1960s and into the 70s and 80s, if you were a Texas-based hockey fan, especially in the Dallas-Fort Worth region, you were in your cups, ladies and gentlemen. Not only did you have the Dallas Blackhawks playing some strong games in CHL with a bunch of Chicago Blackhawk prospects, their rivals, and I'm saying rivals, the Fort Worth Wings, who later became the Fort Worth Texans, made hockey in Texas exciting for people not only didn't know anything about hockey, but for people who knew a lot about hockey and knew what it took to win. Now, the Fort Worth Texans, as they evolved into in the CHL, started as the Fort Worth Wings. At the time, they were a minor league affiliate for Detroit Red Wings. Now, they played their home games at the time at the Will Rogers Coliseum. Now, they eventually evolved into the Texans, and that's where the glory years came in. The Texans won their only Adams Cup championship in 1978 by defeating their arch rival, Dallas, 5-4 in overtime of Game 7 of the finals. And boys, that was a party in Texas at the time. Now, starting playing in 1967, the Wings were forced to be reckoned with. They were the newest team in the what was called the Central Professional Hockey League, or CHL, were led by Rick McCann, who scored 71 points and helped propel the Wings into the playoffs. They unfortunately lost in the finals, but continued to remain competitive in the following seasons, only missing the playoffs once between 1968 and 1974. In 72, the Wings shared roster spots on the team with the St. Louis Blues due to money constraints, and finally disbanded the team the following season. However, a new club bought the rights to the team, and from 73 to 78, they were a farm team in the New York Islanders, with some players held from Minnesota and LA, like on loan. Now again, they won the Adams Cup in 78 with the help of the great Richie Hansen and future NHLer Gary Smith, or previous NHLer but future NHLer. The team was again sold to the late Dick Anderson in 79, and they were a farm team of the Colorado Rockies. After the 82 season, the Texas, along with the Blackhawks and the Oklahoma City Stars, left the CHL. Seeing as these were the most popular teams, the move greatly affected overall attendance, and the league folded after the 84 season. Now, many stories are known and unknown about Fort Worth. Here's a couple of them. Now, the rock and roll song, the actual song is Rock and Roll Part 2, also known as a Hey Song, is a song performed by British glam rocker Gary Glitter that was released in 72 as a single on the album Glitter, was played in the late 70s when the Texans came onto the ice at the start of every period. Rock and roll, hey, rock and roll, you know. It was also used by the Colorado Rockies and became their theme song before it later spread around the country, up until Gary Glitter was convicted for that unfortunate series of events that I don't want to talk about. That was every hockey rink played a rock and roll song. Now, the Texans were the only professional team to knock off the 1980 USA Hockey Miracle on Ice Olympic team twice during their pre-Olympic tour, winning on January 16, 1984 3 at a sold-out Will Rogers Coliseum, and then 5-3 9 days later at the Met Center in Bloomington. Now, all the CHL teams that season played a round-robin with the Olympic team that year, with one game at home and one game in Bloomington. The games against the USA Hockey team were very important in CHL, as they counted in the standings. The USA Olympic team finished 14-3-1 against the CHL. Now, the Texans surprisingly finished 37-34-3 and reached the finals of the 1980 Adams Cup, losing in 7 games to the Salt Lake City Golden Eagles. Now, one game featured as part of their intermission entertainment, a short exhibition hockey game between girls from the Dallas Playboy Club and the airmen stationed at Carswell Air Force Base in Fort Worth. The airmen shared the ice with the Texans for a practice in a week leading up to the game to prepare, and a team of local college players helped the girls. They advertised in the local papers with the slogan, "War on Ice." Now, again, the Fort Worth Wings, Texans, and the Dallas Blackhawks maintain one of the most intense and storied rivalries in all sports history, featuring several bench-clearing brawls. Fort Worth, during the 78 championship campaign, featured stickers and buttons that read beat Dallas. Well, it might have been a rip-off of the Washington Redskins, cliche comment, but that's okay. And he also hosted the Blackhawks for a 10-cent beer night that became a near riot. Now, the rivalry between the Wings and Texans and the Blackhawks also made them two of the most popular teams in the CHL and in all of hockey, because I don't know if any rivalry was that intense, because 10-cent beer nights are being approved and the fans didn't burn the whole rink down. I think they were there mostly for hockey, but like I said, pretty freaky. Now, the head coaches of the franchise include a wide variety of popular and talented skippers, including Fern Flannan, Doug Barkley, Bob Lemieux, Johnny Choice, Ed Chadwick, Terry Gray, the great Bill McMillan, Rod Oivat, and Andy Lang. Now, as it stands right now, there's a lot of information on the Wings and the Texans on the numerous locations, including Internet Hockey Database. There is some YouTube of the Wings and Texans out there. I don't know if there's any full games, because I don't know who will be covering the games full time. There might have been independent channels that did radio and TV broadcasts at the same time. You'll have to let me know about that. But all I know is this: Fort Worth against Dallas. Very intense, ladies and gentlemen. You think Friday Night Lights and high school football was intense, but these hockey games were intense. It wasn't 50,000 people like at a football game, but sometimes 5,000 can make as much stir as 50,000. So this is dedicated to all the fans of the Fort Worth Wings and Texans. There's still a lot out there, and just let me tell you, I was too late to cover the CHL. I only became a full-time journalist in 1986. I would have loved to cover the CHL, because obviously a lot of the maritime players I later covered in the IHL and the AHL would have played in the CHL. So my apologies, but I'm kind of making it up to you by telling you I really respect the CHL. This is the third of a series of podcasts we're doing on CHL history, and we hope to continue if you, the listeners on my channel, want me to. If you want me to do some more podcasts in the CHL, give me your favorite topic or favorite team, and it shall be done. Anyway, thanks for listening. Have a great day. Bye.